What's up, guys?
Oi, stop it. You're not Noveridge. Be yourself.
Oh, hey.
What?
Hiccup 45. I got me a new Glock.
You have got to be kidding me. That's not you.
Hello and welcome back. I'm Airsoft Mike, and Elite Force / UMAREX has a new baby, a new addition to the family. Literally. And the reason for this neat little setup right here is just to show you even the box is baby sized compared to the regular size boxes. So this is it. That's your little baby Glock 42 box. This is exactly how it will come. Identical box to all the others. To me, this is the ultimate concealable Glock. Look at this little thing. Now something tells me there's going to be nothing under here, because I have seen another unboxing of this and it literally came with nothing. Unlike the 17s and the 19s, you get little bits and pieces with it. Again, there's differences between the European consignment to the American consignment when it comes to the 17s and the 19s. European consignments comes with back straps and things like that. The American one comes with spare O-rings and things like that. But anyway, what we do get, put the box to one side, is the same in-depth, rather decent manual. Okay, so let's get this little bad boy out. Oh wow, would you look at this little thing? It's literally like they put a Glock 17 in a washing machine and then in a dryer at too much of a hot temperature, and it comes out looking like this. It is literally a miniature Glock 17. Look, it's got everything there. It's even got your Gen 4 features with the enlarged mag release and the little square blocks on the grip along the back strap, and of course on the other side. And as we're talking about grips and textures, on the front of the trigger guard you've got your serrations. And just like my other Glocks, you've got your serrations at the back of the slide. And even here. So let's keep looking around this beautiful little piece. I say beautiful because, as you know by now, unless you're brand new to my channel, I love a Glock. It's got all your real steel trades. Now, most of you that are into Glocks or who know about Glocks, even if you're not into them but you know about Glocks, you'll notice something different about this particular one. Can you spot it? Compared to my Glock 17s and some of my other Glocks. Well, if you take a look at my Glock 17, you can see Austria. Now those, again, that know about Glocks know that it all began in Austria. That is the motherland or the home of the Glock, the original Glocks. However, the Glock 42 has USA. And the reason for that is this little baby is 100% all-American. Yeah, seriously. So this particular size and whatnots, this was made in America, not Austria. It's still a Glock, it's still the Glock Corporation, but this one, American.
And before you say it, I'm fully aware that you have bigger Glocks that are now also made in the USA.
Now, obviously I'm talking about the real Glocks. These are Airsoft representations of them, official ones, blessed by Glock. But of course, it being Airsoft, 9 times out of 10, nearly all Airsoft guns and pistols and rifles and whatnots are made in Taiwan, with the exception of Tokyo Marui and 1 or 2 others. However, all the licensing and stuff, especially the European consignments, are all handled in Germany. But anyway, let's carry on looking at this beautiful piece. Let's check out all the trades, as we started talking about the little USA stamp right there. So you've got your official Glock logo right there. And of course the variant being the 42. And this is the 380 caliber, the .380. However, this is airsoft, so it's 6mm. And then if we go to the top, you've got all your trades. Then if we move to the other side, you've got all your markings and trades right there. And of course, because this is an official airsoft replica, it's gotta say it right there. Officially licensed product of Glock. And as we move down to the grip, you've got your Glock logo right there, but it's not on the other side. But as you move to the base of the mag, you've got one right there. And as with all of these Glocks, you have your unique serial number. So in a moment, I'm gonna open it up just to make sure it is still following that sort of Gen 4 design internally. But before we go there, I've got to show you this cute little dinky mag. Look at this. How little is this? And what I love about this as well, they've not bothered to put the gas valve on the base. They've left this just like that, so it looks as authentic as possible. So they've put your gas valve right there. And of course, you've got more of the trades right here. Right, let's get this little bad boy open. And while I'm doing that, let me just tell you, give you a little background of how I operate on this channel. I often go to various real steel YouTube channels for reference points, yeah, so I can learn a bit about the real versions of whatever I've bought or been given in airsoft. So as you've probably worked out by now over the years, I quite like Hiccup 45's channel and Demolition Ranch, and there's a few others too. But anyway, as I suspected, it's almost identical to my Glock 17s internally. And again, look, it's like a miniature version of the Joule spring system. And right here, you've got your little hop-up adjustment. Excellent. It even looks very similar to the real version as well. Obviously, you're gonna have your little variants there that makes it airsoft. But yeah, it's not a million miles away from the real version. And of course, you've got your lower frame. Now, as always with Glocks, whether it's airsoft or real, you've got your safety mechanism incorporated within the trigger. If you don't engage the entire trigger, your Glock will not fire. Now, as I've got it open, and the trigger won't go back fully because I have got it open, so it won't function normally, but you will begin to see what happens when you do pull the trigger. You'll see that little spring move, and you'll see that whole assembly right there engaging with the hammer. Right, what I want to do right now is just to show you so you can appreciate the size difference between the Glock 42 and the Glock 17, which are identical to the real ones, okay? So in terms of sizes and everything, it should pretty much be the same. So behind the Glock 42 is the Glock 17. Let's just show it to you this way so you can appreciate how much thinner the Glock 42 is to the 17. Let me just get them perfectly aligned. Yep, there you go. And then let me show you near the front. Look, you can see how much longer the 17 is to the 42. Okay, let's do this. So just like its bigger counterpart, you've got your magazine follower, you've got your spring right here. You literally just pull that down and load your BBs. Now, keep in mind, it is a Glock 42. So like in the real version, I believe that takes about 6 rounds. This airsoft version only takes 13, so keep that in mind. Okay, let's take it to the range. Oh, just before I take it to the range, I might as well quickly just address something which I didn't mention in my previous official Glock videos. I noticed there was a lot of questions about, does the mag from this Glock 17 fit in any other brand, or can you use any other brand mags in this UMAREX / Elite Force Glock? Yes, I've personally tested loads of WeTech mags in this. They work fine. We know that WeTech is pretty much based on the Tokyo Marui system, so I'd go as far as saying there's quite a few other mags that will fit in these officially licensed Glocks from UMAREX/Elite Force. So here we are, I'm about ready to put a couple of BBs down range, and I'm gonna have to show you this because, you know, I always get new people watching this channel. This is a Glock patch, so it's quite small. I'm going to be aiming for these targets up here. This is smaller than your average patch, and this is a gazillion times smaller than your average target. They're all individual targets. This is a small patch. The small patch is bigger than this entire target. Take that into consideration. Take into consideration the information coming up on your screen now. Oh, and also take into consideration, this is a tiny sidearm. So the barrel will be a lot shorter than usual. Okay, let's have a look at the results. Oh yeah, pretty decent. Look, both shots, so the groupings are very good. Both shots on target 0A landed right there. Target 0B, look at that, bullseye right in the center right there, and then one right above it on the edge of the target. Then we move along to 0C. One landed there, one landed just below the bullseye, and then if we move along to 0D, one landed right there, one landed just outside of the target, but again, tiny target, so that's still pretty good. And then here, we've got one landed here on 0E, and one right there. Okay, let's chrono this, and plus I want to show you this thing in action. Now when I say show it to you in action, I'm talking about the slide. I want you to see how far the slide travels back and whether it locks back once the last round has been spent. Right, so I've put a few more BBs back in the mag. Let's do this. It's 264, 234, 244, 239, 228, 245, 248, 231, we can round that up to 232. I would say you're looking at anything around 235, 240 FPS, which is pretty decent for something so small, so concealable. Yeah, and do remember you can get a bit more power out of this if you use a different type of gas. As you saw earlier on, it's got green gas in it, and there are impact factors when using gas blowback pistols and any airsoft weapon. It all depends on your environment. Now, most places that have already chronoed this in the past, like certain retailers, their results were almost the same as mine, anything from 230 up to about 240. One site claims 300, but again, I would suggest that would be lighter BBs, which I would not recommend you putting in this, and a different type of gas. But if you're going to use green gas, as you saw, expect anything between 240 to about 270 max. So I promised to show you how far the slide travels back and whether it effectively locks back once the final round has been spent. So here we go. Very nice. So what are my final thoughts about this UMAREX Elite Force Glock 42. Well, yes, I bought this out of my own pocket. In fact, the majority of my airsoft weapons I purchased myself. The only time a video is sponsored is when you will see a logo down here or even down there, okay? This I bought out of my own pocket. Was it worth it? 100% yes. I know you're probably gonna think, well, I would say that because I'm such a Glock fanboy, but come on. This is the most concealable Glock that I know of, and it is awesome. It will not and does not have the kick of the Glock 17s or anything bigger, but it's still an effective little sidearm that you can take to gameplay and surprise your opponents with, because it's literally a pocket Glock. Look, gone. You know, as HopUp45 says in one of his videos, it is a pocket Glock, but now this is airsoft, so it's not going to kill anyone, but especially in the real world, you'd want to get yourself a little pocket holster. So there are little pocket holsters. Go over to HopUp's channel if you want to see about that. That you can put one of these little bad boys in and then slip the entire thing in your pocket, just like that. Awesome.
And there concludes another Airsoft Glock video on the Airsoft Mike YouTube channel. Now, you can hit the video description below for a bit more information. However, if you live in a country where this has not yet been released, make sure you're following me on Twitter and on Instagram, and while you're at it, hit that like on my Facebook page where you'll get more information on release dates soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Airsoft Mike. I'll catch you next time.